Hello.
Thank you. Hello.
Hey, Francisco, ¿cómo estás?
Bien, gracias. Gracias por estas clases. Bueno,
Por nada, literal, por nada. I'm joking. Hi everybody. Tien,
Hi, Dr. Wood.
did you raise your hand on purpose? You're just saying hi.
Yeah, I cannot open my camera. Don't know why.
Ask Frank. Frank, do they have video privileges? How does that work?
yeah, they should have that permission.
Okay.
Mm,
It say that you cannot start your video because the host has stopped it.
okay, I'll give you that permission.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay. Shall we start?
Hi, Francisco. Can you give me the video open also?
Sure.
Francisco, if you can just give it to those panelists, the list that I gave you. I don't know if you have it handy or not.
Yeah, I am giving some access to them.
Okay.
Me, reclaim host. And
Okay, shall we start now? Or I give a brief introduction of ACI 1.
Francisco's doing something. 1 second, please.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, I can open my camera already. Thank Francisco.
yay.
Oh no, I changed my mind. No camera for Tin. I'm joking.
It's too late.
Never too late. All right. Excuse us, everyone. Just doing some technical things. And thanks to all the volunteers. Thank you to ACI. Appreciate it. Thanks to Flavia for translating. And Svetlana. And to Parotsky. All right. Who else? You too, Jessica? Are you translating? Oh no,
No,
you
not today.
Oh,
Not today. Yes, yes.
all right. How we doing, Frank? We ready?
We can start and they will start opening the camera. in a few
Okay.
seconds.
Everyone, just send Frank a message. Just bombard him with messages. He loves that. But no more interrupting verbally about the camera thing, okay? Please. Okay. All right. You wanna introduce me there, Inghui? It sounds better if someone else does it. It sounds fancier.
Okay, sure, cool. Okay, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. So we welcome you to ACI 1, the Principal Teaching of Buddhism with Dr. Robert Smith. So now here he goes. So Dr. Robert Smith has been studying, teaching, and translating Asian Classic Institute source material for about 14 years. And he holds a bachelor's in philosophy from Temple University and is a doctor of Chinese medicine and a scholar of ancient philosophy. So currently, he's teaching and translating ancient texts on philosophy and the medicinal arts. Also, he is one of the co-translators for Diamond Cutter Classics and an expert in Tibetan language. So now let's welcome our dedicated and patient teachers, Dr. Wordsmith.
Patient, you have the wrong guy. I'll be teaching today. Hi, everybody. Thank you, Yinghui. All right, I'm very happy to be doing this. I have wanted to do this for like 14 years, okay? I mean, like really wanted to. I mean, gave away my stuff and moved to Phoenix, which is like the worst city in the United States. Not to everyone, okay? To me, I lived in the nicest city in the United States, all right? I lived in Santa Cruz. I lived close enough to the beach to hear the seals at night. Barking. And I lived walking distance to Chinese medicine school. And I had a very good life. And then something told me I should become a translator. And I was like, well, I only know one master of that. So I guess I'm moving to Phoenix. And I did. And it was horrible. And one day my teacher asked me to be a translator. And I was like, sure. And after many years of study, here we are. So I have the distinct honor of teaching in this 2,500-year-old tradition, at least that long, okay? Which is designed to help everyone, okay? And any level. If you teach it well, you can help anyone at any level. So I noticed within our tradition, well, okay, let me give you some preliminaries, okay? Yeah, I'm Dr. Word. If I'm your teacher, just call me Dr. Word or Mr. Word or Teacher Word or something like that, okay? That's tradition. I don't really care, but it's better for you, okay? And basic rules, okay? Basic rules of this is the most important thing of this is ethics, okay? Nothing else is more important than how we treat other people, all right? Maybe how we think about it, which then leads to how we treat other people, okay? But I joke around a lot and I can be very pushy, but that's just because I'm from where I'm from. Really, I want to help you. And if anything I ever do doesn't help you and feels like it hurts, just tell me. I don't want to hurt anybody. And that includes two very important subjects, money and sex, okay? I don't want either from you, okay? So don't try. If you want to donate, give it to ACI. They have a webpage. There's a big orange button or something. You press it and give them as much money as you want, okay? And they have clubs you can join to be members and support, okay? And sex, don't try, okay? I don't have time. I don't care. I don't want to. I just want to help you get enlightened. That's it. All right? This is straightforward talk from teacher. First thing. Okay? Cool. And yeah, just study hard. You have to study these things. You have to think about them over and over. And then you talk about them with your friends. And then you have to meditate deeply. And one day you'll start to realize you were all wrong about everything. And then you just want to tell everyone. and no one will care. So then you have to find like 3 people. The Buddha found 5. The Buddha found 5 people to tell. No, he was like, for 49 days, he was like, no one cares about this. No one will listen. No one will understand. He didn't say anything. And then after 49 days, he was like, I'll tell my friends. He had 5 best friends, okay? And he told them, and they got it, okay? So hopefully you get it. Hopefully I get it, and we can be happy and move on from this crappy world. Okay? That's it. All right. I think that's the beginning. So I wanted to teach ACI, which is Asian Classics Institute, which is founded by my teacher, Geshe Michael Roach, whose name I say hesitantly, okay? I'll just say teacher most of the time. Be careful with saying your teacher's name. It's like saying God's name or something, okay? And so he founded it, and from the teachings of his teacher, and so on, all the way back. And he spent, I don't know, like decades of his life learning the Tibetan language, okay? Which is, we say West Chinese sometimes because there's political issues. So if there's any political tension in the country you're from, be careful. We can't police everyone in the class, but you just be careful with your life and the politics of where you live and whatever's allowed by your country, okay? And so he spent that time learning this language and became the best translator of that language into English. And he designed 18 courses based on that, based on those teachings in that language, which are very deep, all right? And I'm not aware of anyone who's taught those translations. And I felt that was a bit of a travesty, okay? And I decided I would teach it. So here we are. So I'm going to teach every word as best I can. Okay, it might take a while. I don't know, like 5 years, and or 10. I don't know, or shorter. Depends. So I'll do my best. I'm intermediate translator. I'm not as good as my teacher, who's a master, but I am not a beginner anymore. So I'll do my best. If I don't know, I'll say I don't know, and I'll try to find out. Okay, if you have questions, ask them in class as best you can. I'll answer them. And yeah, I'll do my best to answer all your questions. Okay? Okay. I think that's it. Just covering the logistics. So here we go. This is course 1, class 1, day 1. All right. By the way, yeah, the amount of obstacles that I encountered to reach this point are incredible. I almost quit like 7 times. And then I just said, I cannot quit. No one else is going to do this that I know of. All right? And you all, one day you have to say that. You have to say, I don't give a blank. No one else is going to do it. I'm going to do it. And I'm going to die anyway. I might as well die teaching the greatest thing ever. All right, here we go. Here it is. So there's a whole format to these courses, okay? So these are the readings. I'm teaching the readings, the ACI readings. All right, and there's a whole format. Here's the books. I'm not going to go through every word of the readings. I'm going to mainly teach the Tibetan, West Chinese sections, all right? And if you want to do the courses, I recommend listening to my teacher's versions. They're online, either acidharma.org or the knowledgebase.com, and you can find all these teachings there, okay? So I will not be grading any quizzes or homework or anything. Okay? You have to find someone else. It's not because I'm lazy. It's because I hate grading quizzes. So just find a friend or your local ACI teacher to help you with that. There's many. But I want to do this, and if I try to do both, and have a family and run a business and a job, I'll burn out. So I'm just going to do this. And if you listen to my class and then listen to my holy teacher's class, and then then do the meditations and the homeworks and the quizzes and the final, you'll be fine. All right. And you can get your friend to grade them with you or something. Just be honest. Okay, I decided that I would teach the prayers first. Okay? Because people ask me sometimes, Word, can you translate the prayers for me? So now I'm going to say, go watch that video. Okay? I'm not going to do it again. So I'll do it once, then you watch the video. All right? Because I'm lazy and I'm irritable. All right, does anybody know the prayer? Let's sing it together one time. Is that
Yeah,
okay?
Dr. Word.
Pause. Is that okay, Francisco? Cool. All right, you know it, Tin?
Yes, teacher.
All right, you do the mudra, ring finger up, other fingers crossed. Go ahead, sing it, Tin.
Sashi Puki Chukshin Meto Tram Rirab Lingshi Yinde Gen Padi Sangye Shintu Mikte Ungwagi Drokun Nam Dak Shingla Chupa Shok Idang Guru Ratna Mandala Kamniyatayami.
Pause. Okay, let's do the first one. You ready?
Yeah.
All right, so it's called Mandel. And Mandel is a shortening of a Sanskrit word, which is mandala. Mandala. People say mandala. It's mandala. You curl your tongue back for the N and the D. It's called a retroflex, right? And that's why if you know Uchen, these letters are backwards because it's retroflexed. That's how you represent Uchen backwards. Oh, by the way, the whole class is going to be in Tibetan script, not the transliteration, because my students don't know Uchen well enough, so I'm torturing them. Okay? That's the only reason. All right. So first line, sa shi. All right. Sashi means the great earth. So this shi, we know in the word kunshi, it means foundation or like a platform. Sa means earth. It can also mean level, stage. The 10 bodhisattva levels are called the sas. Bhumi in Sanskrit. Bhumi means level or where you're at or something. Anyway, hu means incense. Okay. Ki means it's telling you what the incense is doing. So the place it's happening is the great earth. So now incense is doing something. Along with yeah, incense is juk. This juk means like spread or something, okay? This shing, what could this shing mean? Anybody?
Yeah, it
And
could be and could be the tree.
Yeah, good. It could be and or it could be tree. Because this ends in an S, a sa, secondary suffix, it's likely that this shing is an and it is. Okay, so we have the great earth, we have incense, which is spread all over it, and we have metok. What's metok?
Flower?
Yeah, metok. Flower literally means the thing that has fire on top, meaning like the beautiful petals of a flower, like flaming or brilliant. Okay, the Tibetan word for flower is metok. And and they're tram. That also means like spread or like scattered or something like that, covering. Okay, so it means like you're, when you start your meditation practice, you light incense and you put flowers and you try to put them everywhere. All right, your mandala means a world. Okay, you're trying to make a beautiful world. You're picturing this beautiful world like a paradise, like a perfect world. All right. Okay. And now this line, the second line, am I going too fast? How am I doing? Flavia, are you okay? Translators? It's okay. I talk fast. I'm sorry. That tram means covered tin.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you, teacher.
You're welcome. So, so when we do this mudra, okay, here's the mudra. I don't know if that helps you here. Okay. We're making a picture of the world according to the Buddha. In the Abhidharmakosha, he says, he describes the world, okay? And there's a ri in the middle, okay? A ri is a mountain, and it is Rab. It is the biggest mountain, all right? Rab means supreme or greatest or superior or something, highest. Okay, so Rirab means the highest mountain. And in Sanskrit, that's Sumeru. English translation, they'll just say like Mount Meru or something. Su means greatest. Okay? If you have two Sus, you say Su Shu. All right? And if it's for a song, you say Mna. Sushumna. So if you have a daughter who's the greatest, you should call her Sushumna. Okay?
Sushi.
Yeah, the greatest song ever, the most beautiful work of art in the universe, okay? So that's Sumeru, the highest mountain. And then it's surrounded by the Ling Shi. All right, Ling means continent or island. By the way, all continents are islands. I don't know if you noticed. And Shi, what's Shi mean? Anyone?
Oh,
Yeah, yeah. So this is that. So in the middle here, these fingers, okay, is Rirab. And then each one of these, 1, 2, 3, 4, represents one of the 4 continents. Which they have names, okay? But usually they just call them North, South, East, and West continent. All right? All right. And then around them, on top of them, like a jewel, like a yen, like a ornament, okay? Ornamenting that is ni and de. All right? Ni is short for nima, which means sun. And this de is part of the word dawa, which means moon. All right? And moon, the word dawa in Tibetan, or ndawa, that's why there's a little N sound here, okay? It's actually ndawa, means the duplicate. So the moon is the duplicate of the sun. All right? And if you think about it, the moon and the sun are very strange, even in science. Okay? You maybe didn't think about it, but if an eclipse is possible, the fact that an eclipse is possible should be impossible. For an eclipse to be possible means the sun, which is huge, and the moon, which is very small in comparison, the sun has to be the exact distance from Earth, even though it's huge, that the moon, which is small, which is the exact distance from the Earth in proportion to the sun, that the moon can perfectly cover the sun and cause an eclipse. It's crazy. It's weird. So there's all these theories about that. But anyway, it's like a duplicate in that way. They're the same disk size in the sky based on our perspective. Anyway, yeah, Genpa means to ornament, I said, and then B means this. All right. All right. Are we having fun?
Yes, teacher.
Yeah. Good. This is only the prayer. It's gonna be like 3 hours on the first prayer. We're gonna be here till like 2045 or something. Wait, my teacher just finished. He's about to finish the Lam Rim. 14 years. And he's gonna finish. I think there's one more retreat or something. He's gonna add Jason Kappa to it. All right. But he's done. He did it, which is incredible. Okay. So next we have Sangye. What's that mean?
Buddha.
Yeah, Buddha. Okay, it literally means Ge means like all over the place, and Sang means like pure or something. So that's how the Tibetans translated Buddha. It means like pure all over, completely pure or something. Janchub kind of means that too, by the way, which is enlightenment. Anyway, Buddha in Sanskrit means awakened one. All right, so they didn't translate it literally. There's kind of two translation eras in Sanskrit to Tibetan. The earlier era is more poetic, and the later era, it was more literal. So when you hear the more poetic translations, they're usually from the first era, and they're a little harder to understand generally. Okay, and Sangye Xing. What's this Xing mean?
This could be the field.
Yeah, field. Give me a better word.
Paradise.
Yeah, nice. Yeah. So, yeah, people translate it as field, and it's like really bad. I'm not here to criticize other translators, but we have to have a certain rigor, or it will distort the teachings. Okay. So the word is literally field, and it comes from the Sanskrit. It's kshetrika, kshetriya, something like that. And it literally means field, but it just means that place or something, okay? So that one's not literal. This dude's a kind of particle. Inghui, what does this do?
Ladun.
Yay! Yeah, it's a kind of preposition, okay? It just means to, in, I think it's in, okay? In here. And now mikde. Mikde means like what I'm focusing on, or what I think, or what I imagine, okay? Mik means that. This day means this, I believe, they can do a lot of things, but they can be used to combine verbs, okay? It's a rare use, but it happens, all right? It makes like two verbs into one verb. I believe that's what's happening here. By the way, I might be wrong on certain points because I don't know everything perfectly, and that's okay. if you think I'm wrong, you can ask or something. And in 10 years, some of this stuff, I'll be like, oh, that was a little wrong. But generally, I know what I'm talking about, okay? Ulwar is means to offer. All right. It's a fancier way to say than to just give. It's like offering in like a beautiful way. It comes from the word pul. All right. This is a form of pul. But when you put a D, a tao, in front of a B, pa, with a shabku, the p sound drops and it becomes but it's related, okay? Bul, pul, and all mean to give or offer. They're related. This just is the infinitive, ulwar. Gi means to do that thing, right? It's an old way to say che, chepa. Yeah, BGYI, all right? Instead of BYED. All right? All right. I'm literally going word by word. If this is boring to you, you'll be bored for the next 10 years. I'm sorry. They're recording this and then I will never do it again. And I'm going to get good karma forever from just laying around when people play the video. You got to think smarter, not harder, okay? All right. Next line. We'll do the whole thing together and after each word, okay? Jo literally means to go. All right. And we had it pretty famously in Arya Nagarjuna recently, okay? Jong, going and coming. But Drowa is the full word. But Drowa as a noun means living beings because they're always moving through the realms of samsara. So Drowa is like a bad word in a way. It means people who are suffering. It means one day you're a human, next day you die, you're a dog. Next day you die, you're in hell. One day you wake up, you're a human again. You do work really hard and then you're a pleasure being. And then you're in hell again. Like that. You're drowa. All right. So this is a shortening of drowa. It's just dro. And kun means all. So this means all living beings. You know, you hear sentient being too. That's okay. Sentience doesn't pass the waiter test, okay? Meaning if you go in a restaurant and you're like, what's sentient mean? He's like, we don't serve that appetizer, okay? They won't know what you're talking about. But living beings, people understand, all right? But both are correct. Namdak. My brain just did something. Joku, Namdak, Shingla, Chupa, Sho. Namdak should be, I think it's, all kinds, all types, all right? My brain just did something though. Shingla. This Shing also means what, Tin?
Yeah, it's also mean paradise. Oh no.
Yeah, it
Oh
does.
yeah. Singla too. Yeah.
Yeah, it has a lot doing it, can't be and right?
Yeah.
Unless this meant valley or something. Chu means those activities or what you do. Chupa is the things that you do or doing those things. And this shok means kind of may it be so. All right. It literally means come, like if you like urge somebody like come here, you would say shok, like come here. Usually you would only say it to a dog, okay, or like your kids. But in this case, it just means may it be so or something. All right. And then the last line, most Tibetan poems are just 4 lines, okay? And they have a beat, right? They have a rhythm to them. So this fifth line is interesting. It's Sanskrit. It's attached. Okay, so all these, for those who are studying Uchen, which is the Tibetan script we're looking at, this is Uchen, all right? This is pronunciation or phonetics. This is just the easiest way to write out these words for people who had never gotten any education in Tibetan, right? So if you never got it and you want to come to a class and sing this song, you could just say, Sanshi Puki Jukshin Mitok Tam, and it would be close enough. And no one would, it wouldn't be weird. Okay, it wouldn't be correct, but it wouldn't be weird. So I call it transpronunciation. That's a new word I made up, but it makes sense, okay? You could say phonetics too. So here's and then the Uchen here is funny because it's for Sanskrit. This is how you put Tibetan, Sanskrit into Tibetan, okay? We call it Tibetanized Sanskrit or Sanskritized Tibetan. I don't know, one of those. Tibetanized Sanskrit? No, Sanskritized Tibetan. Anyway, here it is. Idam. Idam Guru Ratna Mandalka Niryatayami. Kind of secret actually, but basically, Ratna is like jewel. Guru means your teacher. Idam, I believe, is I, right? Mandala means that this beautiful world that I just told you about. Come, I think, is a tense, like to you, right? I think it's the agentive, one of them. Nirya Tayami. Offer to you. Yeah. Okay, so here's the great world, covered with the smell of incense and filled with the smell of incense and covered with flowers. The great mountain, the four continents, ornamented with the sun and the moon. In my mind, I offer this Buddha paradise, so that all types, all living beings can live in a holy place, live in a paradise. I offer this perfect jewel to you, my holy guru, my holy teacher. All right. Yeah. Okay. And here's Geshe-la's translation, which is better than mine. Okay. I'm not gonna read it. Here we go. Okay, now we're gonna sing the next song. How long did that take? 40 minutes? All right. This is gonna take a while. Any questions before I keep blathering? Your question's probably, when's our break? I don't understand your question, Iravo. Experiment? You probably mean experience. My Spanish is good enough to know that experiments are no. Yeah, you mean experience. No, by the deeds that you do, by all the deeds that I do, may all types of living beings experience, get their own paradise. Yeah. What did Geshe say? By this deed, yeah, by the things I do, may every living being experience the pure one. Yeah, it means I'm gonna do it. Yeah. Okay. Yes, Maria, 5 years per course. All right. Anyway, by the way, this is what they do in Buddha paradises. They just hang out and talk about emptiness and teachings. What else are you going to talk about? All right. Tin, you want to do this one too?
Yes, teacher. Thank you, teacher.
Okay, let me see. It's called it should be Camdro, not Cabdro, as far as I know. Camdro and Semke. Camdro means going to someone that can help you or something that can help you. Semke means having the wish that your and everyone else's problems will end, all right? Or you can become such a being that could help end everyone's problems after you end yours. And by trying to end theirs. All right. All right. It's the wish. All right. Okay. Go ahead. Tin. Wait, Tin, how do you say your name right?
Yeah, Tin.
Tin?
Yeah, Tin.
All right. I'll keep trying. Go ahead.
Thank you, teacher. Sangye chudang sokki chok nam la jang chup badu dakni kapsu chi dakki ching sok ki pe su nam ki trola penchia sangye trupa shok sangye chudang sokki chok nam la Chang chup badu dakni kapsu chi dakki ching sok ki pe sunam ki trola penchia sangye trupa shok sangye chudang sok ki chot nam la chang chup badu dakni kapsu chi dakki ching sok ki pe sunam ki Trola penchia sangye trupa shok.
Shock.
Shok.
Yeah. May it be. Good. Thank you. Tin. All right. So there's 3 ways to say the prayer, actually, okay? In general, you can say with Jinsok. If you're the teacher, you could say Chishe, okay? Meaning explain, by explaining the Dharma, Chishe. Or you can say, if you're a student, you can say Chinyen, by listening to the Dharma, okay? So if you're in a class, you can change this. You can always say Jinsok, it doesn't matter, but you can change it to Chinyen and Chishe, okay? I'll tell you a secret. I never heard Geshe say Chishe. He always says Chinyen. I listened, I got real close to him, front of the row, and be like, so that's very humble, okay? That's real teacher. He's still a student. All right? Not like me. I'm not humble. All right. Here we go again. Here's Sangye. Sangye again. What's that mean? Not tin. We know you know. Quiet. And someone else answer.
Buddha.
Yeah, what does it literally mean? I explained it 10 minutes ago.
You're
Yeah, good.
everywhere.
Yeah, like completely pure or something. Who said that, Donna?
Yeah.
All right, good. Thank you, Donna, for helping with the volunteers. Sometimes my ACI teacher told me, he's like, organizers sometimes get better karma than the teacher. Teaching's easy. I just turn on my Zoom, blah, blah, blah. Francisco has to work very hard. And other people behind the scenes. All right. So I'm very grateful because I like teaching because I'm lazy. I just get Tin, you're wrong. Ha ha ha. All right. I like that. But doing real work is hard. So I appreciate all your help. Sangye means Buddha. right? And then chi means the teachings, all right? Chi is can be a difficult word. It can also, in Tibetan, it can also mean a thing, like anything. Same in Sanskrit. Dharma. Dharma means the teachings. Dharma also has it has like 12 meanings. Don't ask me all 12. I didn't memorize them. But I'll tell you like 3 of them. Dharma can mean the teachings. It could also mean a thing, but same as in Tibetan. Same in Chinese too. I don't know why. Fa can be dharma, can be teaching, or it could be a thing. Anyway, it could also mean the truth. Okay. It also could mean like a religion. Okay. So both languages, chu can mean, if someone asks you Tibet, what's your religion, or wherever Tibetan is, what's your religion, they can say Kirangi chu karire or something. Like what dharma do you practice? All right. And even in ancient India, dharma wasn't just what the Buddha said, dharma. It was any religion. So sometimes they say dampe chu or damchu or something, which means the highest, the best teaching, which it is. All right. Sorry. Tang. Tang means and. All right. Sometimes I'll skip it because it just means and. Talk, not chalk. Talk means a collection. It could also mean a gathering. Okay. Talk means a collection or gathering. In Sanskrit, it's Gana, right? Ganesh. Ganesh means Lord of the gathering. Gana Ishvara, Ganesha, the Lord of the gathering. Okay. And there's myths behind that. You can study that somewhere else. But ki means of. And the of you use in Tibetan changes based on the letter that ends the word, okay? So because this ends in an S, right? This is a sa, secondary suffix. We just write an S for it in transliteration. So then you have to spell this kayata, kya, iku, ki, K-Y-I, all right? If this ended in if there was no S, it just ended in a G, you would spell it G-I, and so forth. Okay, there's many rules like that. And maybe Tin will teach you in his grammar class, which he's excited to teach. He doesn't know he's teaching it yet, but he's excited. This is chok. Chok means the highest or greatest or supreme. All right. Chok nam. This nam, which is R-N-A-M-S in transliteration. Ra nata na ma sa nam. Okay? That's called jolok, spelling out loud. And I'll do it in class because that's what you do. It just means a S, okay? In English, we use an S, sometimes an I for plural, right? Fungi, but usually an S, houses. Yeah. Sometimes an A, data or data, that's plural, right? Data is plural for datum. That's one piece of information. You don't care. I'm still gonna say nerdy stuff, okay? La, what's la mean here, Yinghui?
Turning is a particle here.
Yeah, it's ladun. Yeah, it's a ladun. It's a preposition. It just means to the, all right? So to those supremes, okay? Wait, Tin, why is there a key here?
Mm,
It means
either
right?
no, it's come together with chok
What's that mean?
to make it an adjective.
Nice. I tried to trick him. He's right. Yeah, there's a special rule that when you use the word choke, you need a genitive particle for no reason. It's like in English, we say, I don't want to go home, right? Pero en español, diga, no quiero ir a mi casa. You don't have to say do not. You just say, I no want, go home, right? So languages have conventions that there's no good reason for, okay? So one of the conventions in Tibetan is you put a genitive particle with chok, and it means supreme, okay? There's only a couple adjectives like that. What's the other one? So, meaning mainly, principal. And there's other words like cheer, yin pe cheer. You say pe, you don't say yin pa cheer. You say agiku I, or whatever genitive is necessary. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just block it out. But I'm explaining it for the recording, and if you watch Geshe-la's teachings on this information, the first time you hear the basics, like the fourth time I listened to ACI 1, I heard all the Sanskrit. He says every Sanskrit word, all the main Sanskrit words. It's all there, but it's too much the first time through. So maybe listen to the recording like a couple times if you're interested. If you're not, go play frisbee golf or something. All right, here's the second line. I said this word earlier, jangchub. What's jangchub mean? Anybody?
Bodhisattva.
Enlightenment.
Enlightenment.
Yeah.
Enlightenment.
Just a Bodhi, Dana. Yeah, enlightenment. Yeah, so Bodhi and Buddha are related words, okay? It means to wake up, or to be awakened, I don't know. Jangchub, but Jangchub literally means like completely pure again. Chang means pure. Chub means like in all directions or something, everywhere. This is par. Par is very famous. In the word bardo, people say bardo. And it's pardo, but whatever. Pardo means intermediate stage, meaning the thing that happens in between your lives. Okay, according to Buddhism, in between lives, you are a different kind of being. All right. Here, it means something more like until. Okay, meaning, because until means in between, like how long until we get to Kansas City? You know, how much time in between now and Kansas City? Okay. So in Tibetan, you put the until afterwards. Noted. And in English, we put it in the middle, right? How long until I get home? Tibetans say, I home go until, or something like that. Something like that. Okay, this is Dak. We had Hak earlier, which was pluralizer. What's Dak mean?
Me,
I.
myself.
Yeah, good. It means self or myself or me or something. This ni is gonna explain something. Ni in verses, I don't know. I started translating a lot of books last year with my students. Thank you, students. And I noticed all these knees in the verse. Ni, okay? Ni. And I couldn't translate that well. And after a while, I was like, are they just adding the knee in for like rhythm? Because you need a certain amount of beats in a poem, in a song. And I asked my teacher, I was like, are these knees just for beat sometimes? And he's like, yeah, they're just for beat. Okay. I was right about that one, which is fun. So here, I don't know. I think it's just a beat. I might be wrong. But it can mean I'll tell you more about the thing I'm before the knee, okay? Kyap Kyapsuchi. Kapsuchi and Kyamjo are, I think, exactly the same, if not, they're the same. What's Kyamjo?
Going for refuge.
Yeah. Good. I explained it like 7 minutes ago. Kapsuchi means, by the way, we'll take a break at I don't know, 8:40. It's easier to be the one talking than listen, okay? I know. All right. I've been my teacher 14 years and I love him, but sometimes you still get tired, okay? You're human. If you are human. Kapsuchi means to go for refuge. All right? And that means go to something that can help you. You're afraid and you go to something that can protect you. Woo! Everyone okay?
Yes, teacher.
I feel like it's a lot. It's just the prayers. All right, cool. Here's a doc again. What's that?
I
Yeah. Jolok tin.
uh
Jolok
pa
ronam.
yeah pa o ta ka dak.
Yeah, good. Doc. All right. Usually this this makes a ta sound, okay? But when
Yeah.
you put a letter before it, on the top or before it, it just becomes like an English da, like dog or something, okay? Doc. So yeah, taki. What's the I doing? What am I doing? We have to look. This gi means they're the subject of the sentence and they're gonna do something and you have to look at the end of the sentence to figure it out. Okay. This is 2 lines, one sentence, 2 lines. So they're gonna I say I'm gonna droop. What's droop? Droop.
Achieve.
Yeah, drupa means to achieve or yeah, attain or something, okay? Shok. May it be so by the fact that I'm attaining, okay? By doing jin sok. Jinpa is short for jin is short for jinpa. What's jinpa mean?
Giving.
Yeah, giving. Sometimes you see it as generosity, which is a little obfuscating. It's a little confusing because there's 4 types of giving. You can give stuff, you can give love, you can give some kind of freedom from fear, like protecting your babies or something, or your students or people on the street who are getting hurt. I don't know. Or you can give teachings too. Okay. So generosity is a little shaky, but giving is like perfect. Sok. Not tin. What's this sok?
And the rest.
Yeah, and the rest. Meaning this is good. Yeah, and the rest. So this is short for La Sokpa. which is the translation of the Sanskrit adi. Adi. Okay, adi means the list, the list that begins with. Okay. So literally, this is saying by using the list that begins with jin. What list begins with jin or jinpa?
Six perfections.
Perfections.
Good. Yes, you're both right. Yeah, the six perfections begins with jinpa. All right. And they are perfection of giving, the perfection of ethics, the perfection of patience, my favorite, the perfection of effort, joyful effort, the perfection of concentration, meditation, and the perfection of wisdom, all right, which is understanding emptiness perfectly. All right. So those are the perfections, or we say perfectionizers, meaning you don't have to be perfect to practice them to make yourself perfect. All right. This gi is what we call what I call a verb maker. We don't really have them in English. We use do, right? Sometimes, but you add an extra word that just means to do sometimes in Tibetan to a verb. You know, maybe they did it for the beat in this case. Wait, whose prayer is this, by the way?
I think Tsongkhapa.
I think it's Ari Nagarjuna's. I think it's the last verse in the 60 verses, actually. Yeah, this is the translation of Ari Nagarjuna's verse. I'm like 99% sure. I can double check. Yeah, it's Ari Nagarjuna's. All right, which is amazing. That's not a coincidence, or everything's a coincidence. I don't know. Yipe, by that deed which of doing those six perfections of the list that starts with giving, I will get sunam.
Merit.
Yeah, merit. It means good. I will get a lot of goodness from doing good things. Right? The theory is only good can create good. So do a bunch of good and you'll get the ultimate good. All right. He, by doing those, by the merit I make from doing those six, Jola, we just had Joa, we had Jokun. What's Jokun and what's Jola?
Two beings.
Yeah, good, Jessica and Tin. Yeah, it's short for Joakun. Two of those beings. Pen. I will pen them. Penpa. Penpa.
I will beneficial them.
Yeah, benefit them.
Mhm.
And cheer.
And therefore,
Yeah, and because I'm being beneficial, and making all that merit from doing the six perfectionizers, I will sangye drup.
I will achieve the enlightenment.
And the Buddha.
Yeah, attain Buddhahood. Yeah, both right. Good. Shok. Shok.
May it be.
Yeah, may it be so. Yeah, so yeah, here it goes. Yeah, I take refuge until I get enlightened to the Buddha Dharma, to the Buddha, to the highest teacher, to the highest teachings, and the highest community. Okay, this Soki Chok means the highest gathering of beings, and it literally means people have seen emptiness directly. People have seen the ultimate. People who unlock the matrix totally, 100%. Okay, and can't be convinced otherwise. So those being, I take refuge, which means what they said is true, and if I listen to them, I can be happy too. That's all. It's not religious. It means they know it's like Einstein. If you want to know about physics, you listen to a physicist, right? That's all. If you want to know about how reality works, you listen to an Arya, a realized being. That's all. Yeah, and I'll do that. I'll for all living beings to be of benefit, I'll achieve Buddhahood, and I'll do it by getting immense amounts of merit from doing the 6 perfections. There you go. All right. This pen, I guess, yeah, you could say for the sake, for the benefit, for the sake. Same. Sometimes they say dun. All right. Are we good? Okay. I'll keep checking in. It's hard with Zoom. I don't hear anybody. I can't hear you snoring, so I don't know what's going on. All right. Here we go. So this is part of a book my teacher translated with his teacher who learned it from his teacher and whose teacher wrote it. All right, I think that's 5 generations. Okay, that's me, and then Holy Geshe, and then his teacher Ken Rinpoche, then his teacher Trijang Rinpoche, and his teacher Pabunka Rinpoche. Okay? That teacher was born in 1878. So that's just that part of lineage. It's like 100 and I don't know, almost 50 years. Okay. Yeah, so it's a long story, but I'll tell it briefly. And there's a book, Diamond Cutter Press. They just released it, I think last year. It's called The Principal Teachings of Buddhism. It's a little book. It's like fits in your pocket kind of thing. Right? It's like $10. Change your whole life forever. All right. And it's a lamrim. Lamrim means steps on the path. It means these are the steps you need to take to get enlightened. My teacher says lawnmower manual. It's an instruction manual, step by step. And I'm very skeptic, okay? I'm skeptical, I'm cynical, I'm sarcastic, I'm all those things, okay? I don't just believe people. I really check it out. And, I haven't finished this path at all, but from what I can tell so far, it's true, all right? It is the steps. And there's other traditions. And if you find a different one that you think is correct or works, do it. I'm not sectarian. I don't care who you call God or something. I don't care. But to me, these teachings are very logical. They're very coherent, and they make sense. So, and they work. They've worked for me. So, I hope they can work for you. So this is a lamrim, which is a genre called Steps on the Path. And this particular lamrim is called The Principal Teachings of Buddhism. And it's a 14-verse poem that was written by, not this teacher, but way back, okay? 450 years before this teacher. There's a teacher called Jason Kappa, and he wrote it. And he wrote it at the behest of a student who was living far away. Like Jason Kappa was in New York teaching everyone and being the most famous person in the country. And he was like in, I don't know, like Walla Walla, Washington or something, some far off place, okay? Doing what his teacher told him. And he wrote his teacher a letter. He's like, please send me something beautiful. Send me a teaching. So Jason Kappa wrote him this teaching, and it became a spiritual classic. All right. His student's name was Sako Wangpo, who was a very good student. All right. And some people say he became this teacher, Pubunka Rinpoche, reincarnation. You don't have to believe in that, but that's what they say. All right. Here's the title. Here's the full title. Does someone want to try to read into Uchen? Are you scared?
Yes, I can read all the word.
Yes, you can read, or yes, you're scared.
Yes, I can read.
I also can read.
Okay. Tim will go first.
Dana, go.
Nah, you go first. You're loudest. Loudest wins. No, I'm joking. Go ahead. Read
Yeah.
this.
Yeah. Jason Chuki Gelbo Song Kappa Chenpo JP. And the second line as well, teacher.
Yes, please.
Yeah. Lam Ki Sogo Nam Nam Sum Shuk So. Yeah. Lam Ki Sogo Nam Sum Suk So.
Yeah, shuk so.
Yeah, Shuk So.
Good. I like it. Good, Tim.
Thank you, teacher.
You passed. So this is the title of the book. This is like the complete title. And here, this shukso means, it literally means that which lies here or sits here or dwells here. We translate it as hearing contained. Okay, it means within the pages, within these pages, like if you have a book, okay? So like in this book, contained in these pages, okay? And they put it at the end in Tibetan. In Sanskrit, it's like Virahati, I think. And still there's a state in India called Bihar. And it means like the residence. And that's where Bodh Gaya is, where the Buddha got enlightened. All right. Anyway, Jetson. Jetson means like holy, high, holy, amazing, reverend, like that. Chi means dharma or spiritual teaching. Key here is of. Gelpo means king. All right. So that's to that amazing one, that reverent one, the king of the Dharma, whose name is Tsongkhapa. All right. And Tsongkhapa literally means the person from the area with the Tsongkha River. Tsongkha River. Okay. Tsongkha is a river name. And he's Chempo. Okay. He's great, right? That's Maha in Sanskrit, like Mahatma, right? Great person, like that, Chenpo. And what's this? If Chenpo means great, why is there an S here? Why is it Chenpu, not Tin? Why is there an S?
For person.
Instrumental case.
Yeah. The person who's doing the thing. Yeah. It's instrumental. So by him, this is just his name, but there's a tradition. You don't say your teacher's naked name, okay? You say the incomparable, the godlike, the untouchable, the amazing, the already a Buddha 1,000 million zillion years ago, Geshe Michael Roach, okay? At least you just say Genla, which just means teacher, okay? So here, that's this tradition. The reverend, the amazing king of the Dharma, the great Tsongkhapa. He Zeparis. That means he wholly wrote it, okay? This is the honorific way to say composed. He wrote this book, which is called Lam Ki Tsowo Nam Sum, all right? And that's the three. Sum means three. The three. Nam means like literally kinds, but I think it just means like types here. Yeah, the three types or the three principal, okay? So there's a little problem. In English, we have the word principle, which is Principle, principle. And that means like a tenant or a belief or something like that, okay? Then we have the word principal, which if you say them fast, they're pronounced the same, principle. And this principle means main, okay? Like the principal of a school is the head, the main guy, the main person, the main woman, the main person. All right. So to sometimes is mistranslated as principle, Ple, when it really means principal. To means main, okay? And it's another word that you need a gi. So this does not mean of. Lamgi so just means the main principles of that path, okay? And that's it. It's here and contained is the three principal paths written by Tsongkhapa, the great king of the Dharma. All right. Cool. Oh my God, we finished the title. And watch these recordings. I don't want to do this again. There's a lot of readings, actually. I didn't count, but there's tons. I don't know. It's like thousands of pages or something. So whatever I'm getting myself into, I didn't think about it too much, or I wouldn't have done it. So here we are. The reason I'm doing this, by the way, my teacher told me a while ago, he said, if you do this, if you just teach these teachings, unbelievable things will happen to you. Your life will change in ways you can't even imagine. You will think things you can't imagine. You will meet the most amazing people. You will be surrounded by the most amazing people. You'll have the most amazing life. Like that. You know, that's not a quote, but like that. All right. So I'm like somebody from Missouri, right? Show me state. I'm like, okay. And the only way to prove it is to try. Okay, you can't just ask. You have to see. Okay, because life isn't coming at you, it's coming from you. So you create it, all right? All right. So you should try. And generally, if you try something for 3 months and nothing happens, I don't know, don't stop, I guess. All right. If you try for 3 months though, and all of a sudden your life blows up and it seems like it's getting worse, I would keep going a little bit more, okay? Like another 3 months at least. All right. All right. All right, here's the next line. Donna, you want to read?
Yes.
Okay, please read.
Je Zoom, Cham, pay, chang, la, chak, tsel, lo.
Yeah, yang, not chung. Jump a yang.
Yang.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Voice. Cool. Yeah, cool. Yeah, here's Jetson again. I taught you like this long ago, okay? What's Jetson mean?
Holy reverence.
Yeah, Reverend, good. Tin, you're getting like me. You're gonna get banned from answering questions soon. Yeah, sorry. It's a good thing. Who's Jumpe Yang?
Gentle voice.
Gentle voice.
Mantra Sri, gentle voice.
Tin, you're banned. I'll call on you. Everyone else can answer. Yeah, Jampe Yang. Jam means gentle, jampo. In colloquial, you can say like jampo, like they have soft skin or like a soft fabric or something. And then yang means voice, or it can also mean song, but here it's voice. So Jampe Yang is the word for Manjushri. Okay. Manju means soft or gentle in Sanskrit, and Sri means glorious or blazing. So more correctly, Jampel is Manjushri. But there's another name for Manjushri, which is Manju Gosha. Okay, Gosha means voice as well, or I think Gosha can mean song too. But it means, yeah, gentle voice, which is generally how we translate it. Gentle voice. I like saying gentle glory sometimes for fun, but you know. Oh yeah. Why is he called gentle voice? Because if you study this stuff hard, one day, no matter what you hear, every song on the radio, every everything your partner says to you will sound like someone whispering to you about emptiness or the highest wisdom, dependent origination, emptiness. Okay? Or in your head, just when you go to do something stupid, like hurt somebody, you'll hear, "But Tin, they're coming from you. Remember last week when you did that?" And right before you hit them, you'll be like, "Okay, I shouldn't hit them, or I shouldn't yell. It's stupid. I'm just gonna get it worse in a week." Okay? That's why he's Janpei Yang. He sweetly tells you the secrets of enlightenment when you need it the most. And two, this la means two, T-O, two. Chaksel. Chaksel means prostrate, okay? But literally, chak means your teacher's hand, okay? So Tibetan has separate languages for talking about your parents or your teacher and talking about your friends, children, and animals. Okay? That's a separation. Friends, I mean, teachers, Buddhas, and parents, and then friends, children, and your pets. Okay? So this is called honorific, higher language, okay? So in honorific, your hand is called your chak. If it's your friend's hand or something, you say lak, okay? That's the regular word for it. Anyway, so chaksel literally means, sel means search. So chaksel doesn't really mean bow. It means bow now, but literally it means I'm looking in your hand for something. Okay? And trust me, you need to you need to find a teacher if you don't have one already. And and ask them to help you. Okay? You need to get these teachings or things like it. Okay? I'm not saying just these, or something like it that teaches you how not to die, how not to get sick, how not to be born in a crappy world again, how not to age and feel crappy, how not to feel crappy, how not to feel good and then feel crappy later, or how not to be in a body that feels crappy. All right? Those are the 4 sufferings and the 3 sufferings of being a drowa, all right? A suffering being. So you chaksa, you say, please, 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 please teach me. And you have to find a better teacher than me. Okay? I'll teach you the words, but you should go find someone who knows more than me, because I'm suffering too. This lo means period. Okay? It doesn't mean anything fancy, it just means period. In Tibetan, certain parts of punctuation are parts of speech, okay? Punctuation markers are words. Question marks can be a word. Periods can be a word. Colons, commas, em dashes. Those can all be words. Okay? All right. Geshe translated as I bow to all high and holy lamas. I don't know why he didn't say I bow to gentle voice. I don't know. I'd have to ask him. And I try not to ask my teacher a lot of questions because it's annoying and he's busy. Once in a while, if I have a very good student, I'll answer a question. Ask him a question for them. All right. Otherwise, I'm just like, forget it. All right. All right. First verse of the poem. Yeah. I memorized this poem in the English, not the Tibetan, like 12 years ago, I think. It was 2012 or 2013. Nah, I think it's 2012. Summer. Yeah, I studied a lot of Dharma that summer, okay? I did ACI course 1 and 2 and 3, I think that summer, I forget. Anyway, so it's a good one to memorize, okay? If you want Manjushri to whisper in your ear, or my Lord Maitreya, or Jason Kappa, or Geshe Michael, or some, you know, the Buddha, you can memorize, and they'll pop into your head once in a while if you memorize. I memorized. I was doing some work, and Wu-Tang came on, and I knew every single word of this Wu-Tang song. And someone looked at me, they're like, you know every word. I'm like, 90s, man. Okay. So in my head, I have Wu-Tang Clan. It's not as good as having Jason Kappa in your head. Okay. So they say, don't waste your time with things that will make your mind worse. Okay, I was a teenager. Okay, so forgive me. But these teachings, if you have them in your head, they will change your whole life, okay? So you can think about memorizing. It's only 14 verses, right? Okay, here we go. Who wants to read it? You got to read all 4 lines. We'll take a break in like 10 minutes. Wait, did I do my math right? Did I mess up the math? We're halfway through class right now. No, we should take the break right now. We should have taken the break 9 minutes ago. Let's take our break, okay? And then we'll do the first verse. How's that sound, Francisco? Cheeto?
You are the boss.
Whoa, I am? Okay. We're taking a break right now. All right. I don't know. Let's take 15 minutes. I'm gonna go see my family and say hi. And stretch, walk around, go outside, get some fresh air. do some push-ups. I don't know. Do something else. So I'll see you at 8:45. All right? All right. Thank you. See you in a little bit.
Yeah. Thank
Cái bài
you.
chữ khó.
You're welcome.
Tôi share cái game word.
Thank you, teacher. Lord.
4 mới là cái bài
See
khó.
you soon.
Mute your mics.
Thank you, teacher.
Hello. All right. We are resuming where we left off. By the way, this is the title, right? And then this is called the chiji, the offering of praise, okay? Usually you bow to someone or something, all right? And now we move into the first verse. And usually Tibetan poems are in 4 lines. And this poem is no different. All right. Usually Sanskrit ones are in 2 lines, by the way. Oh yeah, so who's gonna read? I forget.
Can I read, Prophet?
Who's that? Roxana?
Yes.
Yes, please read.
Gelway sungrab unki ningpoi tun. Gelse tampa namki ngakpeilam. Kelden tarndu namki chukno ngok to he jitar nushin dakki shepar cha.
Yeah, beautiful. Thank you. Okay, a little bit about Tibetan word order for people who are translating or want to translate. It's so English is subject, object, verb. All right. So is like, I don't know, Mandarin, Chinese, Cantonese, I don't know, a lot of languages. Spanish, all the Romance languages, for instance, Russian, по-русски. Anyway, those are all subject, object, verb. But Tibetan is subject, verb, object, generally. Wait. Sorry, I said it all wrong. English and all those languages are subject, verb, object. Oh, and Tibetan is subject, object, verb, excuse me. And meaning the verbs at the end, okay? But sometimes that's the official. Sometimes it's just backwards, okay? So you have to start at the bottom or the end of a sentence to translate it correctly. Don't ask me when. So I guess it would be, I don't know, it's like object, verb, subject, or something. I'm still figuring out when. But unfortunately, if you really want to be a good translator, you have to go to thousands of hours of class. I'm not joking. I'm not being hyperbolic. I'm not exaggerating. You have to go to thousands of hours of class. Most of the time, you have to know what these books say before you even read them. I'm serious. And I'm not just telling you that so you study more or something. Even if you're insanely smart, like Ben Kramer or Nick Lashaw, you know, Gibson or Venerable Utpala, you know, Venerable Jigme. These are very smart people, okay? You still have to go to a lot of teachings, okay, regularly, because we forget things, okay? And then you can translate if you get really good at the language too. Ooh. Okay, here we go. So we kind of have to start at the bottom. This is sheparja. It's the verb. All right. She means to teach or explain. Sheparja means like I will or I should or I'm going to. Something like that. And then doc we had. What's doc mean?
So myself.
Yeah, myself. Good. I will. This gi means what the I is going to do. You know, I will explain. Jitar Nushin. This is what we call Gengba Kyung. All right. Say Gengba Kyung. Keng can mean fat or full, okay? It comes from a word like kong, which means full. But here it means like to be full of yourself, keng, or arrogant. Kengpa. Kyung means make smaller, okay? It's related to word chung, chung chung, to make smaller. Or chung means small, nyung means to, I guess, less. But anyway, Kengpa Kyung means to be humble, okay? So really good authors tend to be humble. They know how much they don't know, all right? So Jason Kappa, he might be the greatest author in history, honestly. I'm not just saying that again. I'm not saying greatest person, although that's arguable, but author. He wrote like 10,000 pages of the hardest texts in the whole world. Like if you try to, you could look at one of those pages for a year or something. Very difficult. I'm translating one of those books right now. I've been translating it for like years. It's very hard. Seriously. I heard my teacher say stuff like that 14 years ago. I was like, come on, you're exaggerating. No, he's not. Okay. So he might be one of the greatest authors of all time. And here he's saying nu shin. Nu means able. Shin means as much as I can or something. You know, as it literally means as it seems, but here it's like as much as I can. Jitar nushin in the way that I am able. All right. That's code word for perfectly, okay? In the beginning, he bows down to Manjushri. Some people say Jason Kappa was Manjushri. You know, and you can think about that. Anyway, I'm going to explain as in the way that I'm capable. The Gelwe Songrab Kun. Let's say let's do Gelwa. Does anybody know Gelwa?
Victor.
Yeah. Was that Tin? Tin, you're banned.
Oh, I think that you unban me.
Nah, there's no unbanning. If no one gets it, okay, here's a 5-second rule, Tin. If no one says anything for 5 seconds, you can answer. Okay?
Yeah, thank you, that's all.
Just give him a chance. I know how it is. Gelwa means victor, meaning somebody who's completely conquered samsara and all blocks, all mental blocks. And this means there, right? There sung or the sungrab. What's sungrab?
Is a high teaching?
Yeah, it literally means the highest spoken word or highest teaching. Good. How? It just refers to the Buddha's teachings though. So you could say literally high teachings, but it's a word that's used to refer to the Buddhist teachings. You'll see Sunrak Chungi, which is the 12 parts of the highest teachings or something. That's pretty famous. How many of them? Kun.
All.
Yeah, all those teachings. Gi. What's that? GYI.
By
Of.
Of.
Whoever said of is right. Nice, Tin, you got it. Uh, the Ningpoidun.
Is the essence compassion?
Just essence, okay? So Ningje means compassion because J means Lord and Ning means heart. So essence and heart are similar, okay? So Ningpo means essence. The dun of that essence. Dun.
meaning.
Yeah, good. Yeah, tun is hard. It can mean like three things, which are all very three popular things to talk about in these books. Tun can mean object, tun can mean meaning, and tun can mean goal. All right. So you have to kind of know the context really well because sometimes it's hard. My translation group, which I started because my teacher said like 8 years ago, start a translation group, please. It took me like 7 years because I was waiting until I finished this huge project, okay? And felt more confident. So I finished the project and I started a group. And we're on our like 97th book that we're translating, all right? Either actively or finished. And I'm very proud. Thank you, translators. And I see this word sometimes, tun, and I don't know what it means. It's difficult, all right? Here it means meaning, okay? But it can mean goal and objects in other places. Who's Tundrup? Tundrup. Who's that?
Siddhartha.
Yeah, good, Tin. Nice 5-second delay. Yeah, Siddhartha. Siddhartha is the Buddha, that's his name. Because he was good at everything he did. Siddhartha accomplishes all his goals. Tundrup accomplishes all his goals. Okay. Siddhartha. Didn't someone write a book called Siddhartha? I read that book. It's pretty cool. Anyway, so here's the essence of the meaning of the highest teachings of the victors. Gelse, what's that mean? Yeah, Herman Hesse, yeah. Or Hesse, right? Is the way you pronounce. What's Gelse?
That
The
Buddha
Holy Son.
children. The Victor children.
Holy Son.
Yeah, what you say, Donna? Tin, you're right. What you say, Donna?
Holy Son.
Yeah, yeah. We say child these days, okay? But you're right. This translation is like 30 years old. Times have changed, okay? We make it as gender neutral as possible these days. So Gelse, son of the victors, literally. And it's or child of the victors, right? It's an epithet, a fancy name for bodhisattvas, okay? Tampa, excuse me. Who was that? Was that Kalita?
Yes.
What'd you say?
Holy?
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, good. Yeah, tampa means holy. So that's the holy here. And this is the child or sons, right? And the gel is represented via the last line because it just says there. So gel, victors. Gelwa and then gel, same thing. So Geshe link them, okay? Their holy sons. Nam, I explained one of those poems, one of those chants at the beginning. What's Nam with an RNAMS? What's that mean?
Type.
S.
Plural.
Plural.
Yeah, plural. Good. Yeah, it just means children, sons. Ki, by them, they ngak ba. Is that right? Yeah. This ngakpa is related to the word ngak. So you can say ngak, and that means like literally means word. Okay. If you say ngak, that means secret word. Okay. That means mantras. Okay. And if you say this ngak, which is BSNGAGS, Pao sa ngak tak ngak ka sa ngak. All right. But bakyang, ba by itself, that means to praise or proclaim, or here Geshe put commend, which is similar to praise, okay? Lam rim. Lam.
Pass.
Path.
Yes, Paul, correct. Yeah, path. So lamka, in even colloquial now, you say lamka, kanglam. Kanglam means like a footpath or something, and lamka means like a road or something. It still means path. The Sanskrit is marga, okay? And in Hindi, you still say marga, like I think you could say marga, mahamarga, or you can say, or pata, something like that. So pata became path, or panta, I think both of those. There's a nasal in there too. Anyway, marga becomes like margin in English, which is like the side of a piece of paper, right? Lam. Kelden. What's Kel? Wait, what's Kel? What's Kel song mean?
Has good fortune, something like that.
Yeah, Kelden means has good fortune. Kel song means the pure one who has good fortune or something. Yeah, Kelden means it's like Kelweden, I think would be the full form. Or Kelwaden. Kelwa means you have a lot of good karma. That's what it means. Fortune can have the connotation of luck or something. That's not what it means. It's very Buddhist place and culture. This kel means you have so much good karma that only good things happen to you, or mostly good things, right? And they'll talk about it like that. They'll say kelwa. They're like, oh wow, he has a lot of kelwa. He hangs out with this amazing lama, he's an amazing teacher. Oh wow, he's got so much kelwa. He has money and a nice partner. I like that. Okay. That's kelwa. Yeah, so kelnen are people who have a lot of kelwa. And tarndu.
Liberation.
Look for liberation.
Yeah, seek liberation. If you had a pure mind and you sought liberation, what would you call yourself? Geshe Lotar. Okay, Lotar. Lotar means the one whose mind is always focused on liberation. Okay, that might be your teacher's name, so I'm just telling you. Tarndu is his full name, right? Geshe Lobsang Tarndu. Those who seek liberation. Nam again. What's that Nam with an S on the end? Wait, Donna. What's this Nam with the S?
Plural.
Yay! She remembered. Good, good. Ki of Jukngok. Jukngok. Everybody say Jukngok. Yeah, Jukngok is there's a famous book called Jukngok. Does anybody know that book?
The entry point for the middle way.
No, it's Gyaltsab J's commentary to the Bodhisattva Charyavatara ACI course 10, 11, and 12. Yeah. Yeah, so entry point, this word, Jukngok, is very it's very important in Tibet because Tibet, they call Tibet the third pole, right? There's a the North Pole, the South Pole, and they say the third pole because there's so much ice, glaciers, and therefore fresh water in those mountains, right? Mostly the Himalayas, right? The Himalayas. Himalaya means covered in snow, or yeah, with the mountains that have snow on them. There's so much of it there that it's like the North Pole or something. Okay. And therefore, when it melts, it's the source of like 5 major Asian rivers. The Mekong, the Brahmaputra, the Indus, the Yangtze, and the Yellow River. Okay? So if you're from Asia, you know how important those rivers are, okay? They basically made Asian culture is because of those rivers, largely, right? From China to Vietnam, all the way to Pakistan. All right? Anyway, so Juknoks are very important due to that fact. They're the places you can cross the river when there's no bridge. So they didn't have bridges necessarily because they were mostly either shepherds or nomads. And then later, monks and nuns. So there wasn't a lot of bridges, but there's a lot of rivers. Okay? So you need to find the place you can cross the river by, walking through it essentially. So that's a Jukngok. What's two, Yinghui?
Ladun.
How many Laduns are there?
7.
Yes, what are they?
Ra la na sa du tu du.
Almost. Ra, la, na, natsa, suru, tu, and tu. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. So ladun means prepositions that mean the same thing as la, which is like to or in or at, things like that. All right, that's that line. So those with a lot of good karma that are seeking fortune, this is a good entry point. This is a good place to start. All right. Let's read the English for good luck. Who wants to read the English? Nobody?
Okay,
I would like to read it because I can read the English, but not the Tibetan.
Who's that? Marion?
Arian, yes.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
Okay, read it, please.
As far as I'm able, I'll explain the essence of all high teachings of the victors, the path that all their holy sons command, the entry point for the fortunate seeking freedom.
Yay. I remember memorizing that. Amazing. Miriam, you can learn Uchen in like a week. Okay?
Oh, I'll try.
Father Roxana, she's in a time zone close to yours. Are you in Germany?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Roxana, she's a couple countries away, okay?
Yeah, I know.
Message her.
Thank you for this advice. Thank you.
I love volunteering other people. It's great. All right, we did it. First two. Yeah. Who wants to read it? Anybody?
I can read.
Jessica?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
This one, tháng đạt trip pay.
What?
What? Sorry.
Mm,
Đấy, tháng đạt tháng đạt three
see.
tháng đạt si pay de la ma chak shin.
Yeah.
Theo chỗ
Nice.
thun giờ cha chia sun pa gì
Mm.
kéo quả
Tsunpa.
kéo quả
Tsunpa.
sun pa.
Yep. Keep going.
Kéo quả is dễ
Correct.
dễ phải làm là gì tuấn bể kéo
Yep.
đèn thế thật quang quậy gì kỳ nhún nhún.
What you say? What's this?
This one quán
Now. Dang Wei Yi
đang
Yi.
đi đang về
Practice. All right, good.
kỳ nhún.
All right. You practice. All right. Kang dak si tela machak shing. Yeah, Kang dak. That means like any, okay? Kang is like the universal question word in Tibetan, okay? It's like what in English. You can say what for, things like that. You can change what and change it to many things for question words. Sipa literally means to exist, okay? But sipe comes to mean suffering existence, okay? You say, if you want to talk about samsara in Tibetan, you say sipe korlo, like the wheel of, literally wheel of life, but the wheel of suffering life, okay? All right. De Day means, it can mean happiness. It can mean bliss. It can mean comfort or something like that. De la, yeah, comfort. Machak, machak means to have no desire. Okay. Chak is short for de chak, which is one of the main ignorance desires. It's one of the main negative emotions in the Wheel of Life. It's so one of the main, what do they do with it? To depict it as one of the main. Come on, Tin, that was 5 seconds. In the Wheel of Life, they put it in the middle as,
The animal.
yeah, you're too late now as a bird. Don't try to say it now. As a bird, okay? Classically, it was a pigeon or a dove, I don't know. And later it became a rooster as well. So ignorant desire, okay. Duchak. Xing. This xing is just like a and, okay? So yeah. So to any that you do not crave any of the good things of this suffering life, something like that. Okay. We should go to the end. Let's go to the end. The end is the beginning, okay? Nyun. This word's tricky. Why is nyun tricky? Come on. N-Y-O-N. Nyun. What should it mean?
Negative emotion.
Yeah, good. Short for nyunmong, right? Nyungmong. Nyunmong. We had it in this morning's class in the Golden Key. We had a de nyun, right? The negative emotions from the desire realm. Anyway, nyun, this nyun doesn't mean negative emotion at all. This is the imperative form to listen, okay? You're gonna learn a lot if you hang out in this class for 5 years, okay? By the way, my teacher, I was very interested in being a translator, okay? But it's hard to learn this language because there's no reason to learn it except for, there's 2 reasons I know why Americans learn this language: for religious studies or for geographers. I have a friend who's a geographer, and she started talking about all the Tibetan programs in the whole country. I was like, how do you know that? She's like, oh, all my friends go to Tibet to study like rock formations, and because it's the Himalayas. And she's like, so they all learn Tibet. And I was like, wow, that's interesting. So she knew every Tibetan program in the country, the good ones or whatever. Anyway, so there's no reason to learn the language. So how do you get exposure if you're in the States? He told me, he's like, all right, word, hypertext this dictionary. Okay. And I was like, okay, I'll do it. There was 53,000, like 340 terms in that dictionary, okay? 3,147 pages. It took me like 8 years to do. So for 8 years, for the first like 5 years or something, I couldn't read anything, like barely. And then after about 7 years, one day, I don't know what happened. I could read everything in this book. I mean, 90% I could read. And I was like, oh my God, what happened? Okay. So that's how I learned. And of course, I went to my teacher's classes, like a lot of them, and listened to him online. Yeah. So this, you have to just, you have to do a lot of kelwa, okay? So this nyun should mean something with negative emotions, but you want to see my dictionary? I'll show you my dictionary that I worked on, okay? I didn't write it, but I input it. Because I'll show you what I'm talking about. All right, I'm switching the screen share. It's going to be a lot. Here we go. Okay, this is it. It's Tibetan to Chinese, okay? I didn't know Chinese either. Okay, I put in every character. So don't ask me how. So I'll show you how to look it up. You put nyun and then 2 commas. Okay, here we go. Nienpa means to listen. Nienpa, high tone, means past tense. I listened. It also means I will listen, future tense. And this third form is the imperative. Listen, okay? Like if you're talking to your kid or your dog, listen to me, okay? Or your friends, I guess. All right, you say nyun. So it almost never means that, nyun. Okay? You'll it's very rare. It almost always means negative emotion. I'll show you. I know you don't care, but we're okay. It's always short for nyungmong, which is a klesha. Okay, mental affliction. This dictionary is not done. It will take me another 5 to 10 years to do all the English. I just did mostly the Chinese and Tibetan. It will take 5 to 10 years. And I chose to start translation school instead of doing it. So if somebody else wants to do it, they can. So nyun means listen. All right, here it is, the first word, listen. Yeah, yiki, with your mind, okay, and with a mind that's tangwa. So tangwa, excuse me, tangwa means pure or like crystal clear. Okay, listen to with a pure mind. Let's see, kelden detak. All right, first, someone's gonna tell me what kelden means, please.
Who possess many good karma.
Yay! Good. Okay, pause. Then Inghui, you're gonna tell me what Tetak means. It's similar to Tenam.
Those.
Yay! Wow. Woo! You're learning. Okay. Yeah, those, this is I don't know. Distal demonstrative pronoun plural. Okay. That means over there, that. Something that's close, we say this. Something that's far away, we say that. Okay, and if there's more than one of them, we say those. Okay? So those who have amazing karma, who have done amazing good things, okay, you should listen. Because you have no desire for any of the crap in samsara that seems good. It seems like a pleasure, but it's not really. It will hurt you. Okay? You have del and you'll have jor. What's that mean?
Leisure,
You have
fortune.
the present.
Pleasure. And
Nah, Roxana got it. Del and jor, yeah. This is leisure and fortune. It means you have certain things that aren't blocking you, delma, and then then you have certain things that you have, Jorpa. You're free of certain problems and you have certain advantages. And I did it last year. Me and Roxana and Oscar, we went over them. Remember, Roxana?
Yes, 8 and 10.
Yeah, I always forget. I don't know. There's 8, is it 8 Delwas and 10 Jorpas or 10 Dos and don't make me look it up again. Anyway, there's 18 of them in all, okay? And okay, I'll do them. Here we go. Briefly, okay? But I wouldn't be my teacher's student if I didn't do it. All right, that's how we do it, okay? Here we go. So Telwa. How do they say? They say Delchu? I have to remember things. Delge? I don't remember. Oh yeah, I was right. Delege. All right. That's the 8. Okay. Note to yourself, this dictionary is not done. I don't have time right now. Okay. I have a baby. She's extremely cute. So I hang out with her all the time. As much as I can. Because she's already like almost 2, and that went by like that. Okay, she will be grown soon. So every single day I try to hang out with her as much as I can. Everything else is secondary. Sorry. Okay, Delege. So this is the Del and Denjor, and there's 8 of them. Okay? And so you don't have these problems. You're not in hell, literally hell realms. You're not a hungry ghost. You're not an animal. You're not a lalo. It means a barbarian, and which could be pejorative, but it just means you're in a country where there's rules, okay? All right. You're not a Hlatseringpo. That means a long-lived pleasure being, okay? And you're not in some like sansaric paradise. You don't have Loktachen, meaning someone taught you the pen and you're trying to learn it or better, right? You don't have the problem of the Buddha hasn't come in your world yet, right? And then you don't have some kind of mental faculty issue where you can't understand this teaching or study or something. All right? Those are the 8. Okay? Those are the 8 fortunes which you are free of 8 problems. All right. All right. Okay, now we'll do the 10. Jorpachu, probably. Okay, I was right. Don't look at the English. It's not right. Okay, I don't have time to translate it. I know the Tibetan. Okay, see, these are the 10 good things you have, all right? The Chinese is right, by the way, if you read Mandarin. You are a me. What's a me?
Human.
Yeah, you are human, meaning they say human is the best birth to become enlightened because it's a good mix of good and bad. If your whole life was bad, like hell, you can't do anything. If your whole life is good, like a paradise, like a samsaric paradise, then you don't care about anything. You don't care about trying to get enlightened. All right. And you're from you live in a country, what they call a central land, okay? That basically means the teachings are here, the Buddhist teachings. Your Wangpo is Sangwa. You have your basic power, sense powers, like seeing, enough to get the teachings, right? What's this one again? Deta Lokpa. What? Uh-oh, my brain. Uh-oh. I don't know what that is right now. I'll come back.
Sorry, I think it's you didn't do the 5
You're
misdeeds.
right. You're right. You're right. Thank you so much. My brain blanked. Yeah. Yeah, you didn't commit the 5 worst things you can do, which is another list. Okay, here we go. You didn't kill your mom. You didn't kill your dad. You didn't kill an arhat. You didn't you didn't try to you didn't try to hurt the Buddha's body and bring a drop of blood, and you didn't like try to break up the Sangha. Okay? All right. Thank you, Marian. Oh, these are the ones that deal with you. Hold on. Yeah. There's the group of 10 is broken into 2 parts. 5 that deal with yourself, and then 5 that deal with the world in general. Okay, and then you have some kind of faith in the Buddhist teachings. All right. Those are the ones that deal with you. Those are your own fortunes. And the ones that deal with the world you live in general is the Buddha did come and, teach. The Buddha came, sorry, and he taught. and there's people, and the teachings still exist in your world, yeah. And there's people who are trying to practice the teachings, and Tunkengewe, Shenin, Yupa, and there are teachers. There are the things you need for a teacher to teach you and for the teachings to happen. Something like that. Oh my God, those are the 10. Okay, I am truly mixed nut. All right, so that's Delnjor. Here, Delnjor. Yeah, this will take like 20 years. Tun. What's tun mean?
Meaning?
Yeah, it can be mean. Good. What else can it mean?
Goal.
Say again?
Goal.
Yeah, good. Yeah, good. Goal, meaning, and it can mean object. Good. Perfect. Very good, Donna. Yeah, if you want your life to have meaning, okay, and you, with your Denjor, meaning you have those 18 things and you want to do something good with them. Because you could just sit around, okay? And then, yeah, due to that, cheer, you, Tsunpa, Tsunju. What's Tsunju? It's the,
Joyful effort.
yeah, good. Yeah, you work hard. This is to work hard, right? So due to you have those 10, you have those plus 8, you have those 18, and you want to use them to do something good, right? This job, I think it's like the cheer is due to that. This job could come with the year. I don't know this job. It can mean future tense, it can mean object, and it can mean you should. So it's a little hard. I don't know. I don't know which one it is. Sorry, I don't know every word. So with that, due to that, you Gelwa. Who are the Gelwa?
The victor.
Yeah, exactly. And you wanna gepa them.
please them.
Yeah, exactly. This ge, it's like puja. Puja means to please. We had please in Sanskrit today in Seiji's class, and I didn't know. It's a new word for me, and I was like, ooh, new word roots. What was it?
Pity.
Yeah, what was the word in the verse?
I don't know.
Priya. Yeah, Priya. The verse started like, because I got to read it, so I remember. It was like, it's like apriya priya or something. Anyway, priya means to please. And it enlightened me because I always wondered, people say pretty good and pretty well. Like pretty means to be beautiful, but it also means like to be a lot of or almost, right? All these things. So it seems to be connected to that Sanskrit priti, which means to please or pleasing to the eye, right? Good looking. Anyway, gepa is the word in Tibetan. Gepe, the gepe lam.
Path.
Path.
Yeah, good. Path. By the way, it seems like there's a lot of words to learn here, and there's a fair amount, but there isn't that many, honestly. If you want to learn to read the Dharma, the Dampechu in Tibetan, I don't think it's that many words. I don't think it's more than 2,000. I would say closer to 1,000. And you can read the basics, all the basics. Then there's going to be weird words that almost no one knows. Even Geshe is like, he has to look it up sometimes, okay? But the same words you'll hear over and over again, like lam and gelwa and, you know, sipa, okay? Seriously, don't think it's crazy or too hard. It takes effort, tsunpa, but it's not too hard, okay? If you want it. And then with the yi, what's yi?
Mind.
Yeah, mine good. Yi. Yitun. Tunpa.
Trust.
This is not common. This tunpa, I thought it meant to isolate. Geshe says turn. This tunpa is not common. I've seen it, I think, one time before, besides this book. I'm gonna look it up. That's how I learn. All right. I know a lot of I know the basic words, and then I know like 90% of the words in these books, but then there's 10% which are rare, and I just look them up. That's how I learned English really well, okay? I was a nerd growing up, and I read big books, and I read them with a dictionary, okay? Meaning if I didn't know a word, I just looked it up. Or sometimes I would forget the dictionary and I would memorize all the words I'd never heard before. And at the end of the day, I would look them all up. And it was fun. And I learned English very good. All right, let me look up Tunpa. You can go on a journey with me here. There's other dictionaries. This one is one of the best. It's called the Great Dictionary, okay? Oh, Tun. It's like 10. It means we had 10 today too. We had 10 and meet 10, right? In Seiji's book, right? It means firm. Yeah, rely on. Yeah. Turn to in the sense, Tin, who wrote it in the chat, in the sense of, in English, when we say, I have no one I can turn to, it means no one that will help me. So if you have someone to turn to, it means you have someone that you feel like can actually help you, right? So All right. I'm slowly translating this book. It's going to take a million years. Yeah, it means to rely on. Okay, good. I thought it meant something else. Now we know. And that's it. All right. Who wants to read the English?
Can I?
Yes.
Addition with a pure mind, fortunate ones who have no craving for the pleasures of life, and who, to make leisure and fortune meaningful, strive to turn their minds to the path which pleases the victors.
Yeah, very good.
Thank you.
Very good. Yeah. Perfect. All right. Any questions? We're moving along medium speed, not too fast, I don't think. Am I going too fast for anybody? Is it crazy town? Translators, are you okay?
Everything perfect.
For you. You have good karma. So everyone okay? All right. You can complain, I don't care. Just tell me, I'll do my best. All right. And I didn't expect this many people to come. I I didn't advertise the class for myself yet. I'll have Hasso do it or something in Peach2 World News. But I'm glad so many people came, and I hope it helps the teachings perpetuate. Right? They say what? Manyam dang pelo. I just learned that one. If the teachings are broke or have somehow degenerated, you should fix them, which Geshe does all the time. All the time. Some words are wrong, some ideas are mixed up, stuff people have not even tried to touch in 1,000, 1,500 years, 500 years. Literally, he's fixing, okay? Actually. So, and then the teachings that are fixed up and ready, you should spread them. You should teach them a lot, okay? So why not? And Zoom's easy. How many people can be on our Zoom, Francisco? Like 500 or something? Or 1,000? Maybe he went to the bathroom. Anyway, it's just as easy to teach 2 people now as it is to teach 1,000. You just need to pay Zoom another $20 a month or something, okay? So we might as well. All right, here we go. We can do one last verse and then we will be done for the night, my night. Who would like to read?
I
Anybody?
can read.
Okay, go ahead.
남닭 배
What?
남닭네
Yeah.
남닭네 중매 팔
Good.
시 서이
Good.
네트레 near
Mm-hmm.
웨이 시웨이 탑 메라
Mm-hmm.
실라 캄파 이 캉루 첸남 군내 첸시르 톡
Tok Mar, Ne Chung Tao.
Very good. Good. Very good. As you get better, there's a beat, okay? Nam dak ne chom me par si tso yi. Okay? Don't worry about it now, but later there's a rhythm, okay? All right. Good job. I challenged my students. I was like, learn Uchen or you can't talk in class. So some of you did, so I'm glad. Okay, we had Namdak already in the poem, right? In the chants at the beginning. What's Namdak?
Pure.
Pure.
Yeah, it is. What did I say earlier? I said various. Actually, yeah, Nampardakwa. It is. It's pure. Nye.
Definitely.
Yeah, definite. Chung. These go together. Ne chung.
Renunciation.
Uh-huh. What does it literally mean? Tin.
It's mean that uh, stop getting what we want by just come and get it.
That's not what it literally means. That's the explanation. Literally, it means definitely coming out. Meaning you definitively leave anything that's not gonna help you get out of samsara. Okay?
Yeah.
It's like Nepal Jungwa. Okay, Nepal Jungwa. It's actually Nenjung, all right? Because of this owl. Mepar. Mepar means
It's not.
yeah, not in this case, okay? It can mean not exist, but here it's like not. Okay, see, see, so what's see, sipe, sipa,
Exist.
Suffering.
but yeah, if we put Donna and Tin's answer together, you're right. Suffering existence, all right? Suffering life, which is like a tso.
Ocean.
Ocean.
Yeah, literally, what does it mean though?
The
Wide.
ocean of suffering life.
No.
Sansara.
No. Literally, not figuratively. Literally, tso means lake. All right. What's it in Chinese? Hu, right? Like Hu Bei. But here it's short for gyatso. Okay. How do you say gyatso in colloquial? In certain places? Come on. It was only 14 hours ago. Gyamso. Gyamso.
Yeah, games. So
Yeah, this M shouldn't be pronounced, but it is. All right. Anyway, this does mean ocean of suffering life. This is it just means of. De.
Fortune.
Yeah. What's
bliss,
that?
happy.
Happy.
Yeah. Good. Bliss, happy. Yeah, good. De chel.
Result.
Results.
What's that?
Result. Treble. Result.
Yes. Tre means result. Good. Tun. Tun means,
To go. To go.
yeah, tun means, I think this is, I'm predicting this case. Hold on. There's driving for pleasant results in the ocean. I think it's goal. Oh no, sorry. It is dunir goes together. It means to aspire for something, right? To get the your goals or something like that. Shiwa. Shiwa can mean a few things. Basically, it can mean pacify, or it can also even kind of mean something like die, but it can mean here it's like to end, like it slowly comes to rest, something like that. All right, and that's what we say in English. Shiwei top. There's no top method to bring to rest the aspiration of for having good results, right? Okay, quick question. So is Buddhism saying you shouldn't have good things in this life? Just renunciate. You should go live in the woods, be dirty, and not want anything. That's what Buddhism is. Is that what Jason Kopp is saying?
No.
No?
Totally wrong. It's wrong.
No? So monks, there's no monks that live with nothing?
But it doesn't mean like that.
Is there monks or not? Yes or no?
No.
There's not monks? What? Who wrote this book?
Yes. It's monks. Yes.
Yeah, I'm joking. Yeah, there is, but they just live a specific life so they can reach specific goals. The point is not to be dirty and poor. The point is stop doing the things that aren't going to bring you any real or lasting pleasure. Okay, and do the things that will reach your ultimate goals. That's all it means, okay? You're still allowed to have good things, just use them to get better things. It's called investments. All right. DJ Dunir Shiwe Top Mela. What's this me?
No.
Yeah, not.
Not.
Yeah, there's no way, there's no method without renunciation, which is pure. Okay. T.
Suffering life.
Yeah, this law's a lot done, right? Come? Kampa?
Is it cover?
No, that's Trump.
Desire.
I don't know this one. Come usually means to dry out. Oh no, hold on, a word I don't know. Let's see. Tsila. Huh?
The Hungary?
Maybe. Because of their hankering life as well, that beings are fettered, so seek renunciation. It could be. Can't hold on. Kampa. Brakam. Doesn't that mean to thirst for something? It means to thirst, right? To hanker. Hold on, I'll double check.
Yeah, desire, greed.
Yeah, it means it literally it comes from like to be thirsty, which we say in English these days too, right? Like thirst trap. If you know what that is. Okay, kampa. Yeah, yearn for, want. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it is hankering, Jessica. Good job. It's that one's a rare one. Ye, due to your hankering, kyang, what can kyang mean?
Also, or
Yeah. Also, or it can mean but, right? Excuse me. Yeah, because of their hankering, luchens.
Living being.
Having body.
Yeah, you're both right. So this one says luchen. How do you usually say living being?
Draw.
draw,
Semchen.
Yeah, semchen's a little more common, but droa too. Semchen literally means to have a mind. Luchen means to have a body, but they both mean the same thing. It just means some kind of being that is alive, okay? Luchen, le means body, okay? Chen means to have. Nam, what's this nam mean? Donna?
plural,
Okay, she's got it now. Teach the masses. RN RNAMS in transliteration. Ranata na masa nam. Okay, it means just the plural. Okay. Yeah, hankering is a kind of rare English word too. So perfect translation from Geshe. He took a rare Tibetan word and gave it a rare English translation. Usually you just see hankering for craving for food. Man, I got a hankering for a soda. I got a hankering for I don't know, French fries. Okay, that's how people usually use it these days in English. And it's rare, and it's usually only in certain parts of the US at least. I don't know about other English speaking countries. As far as I know, it's a American English word, which Geshe kinds of avoid using these days, okay? He tries to use more universal English words. Kune. What's kun?
On.
Yeah, kunne means totally, okay? Totally, ching. You're chinged. Chingwa.
Tied.
Say again, I think you said it. What?
Tied up.
Yeah, good. Tied, fettered, chained. Good. Cheered.
Therefore.
Yeah, due to, this I think might be like since actually. Hmm, I don't know. Tok, Tokmar.
Unstoppable.
Tokmar means, no, that tok has an S on the end, usually. Hanaro
Beginning.
tok, asa tok, like tok me. So tok would be stoppable. Tokma means beginning. Did you say that, Jessica? Yeah, Tokma means the beginning. In this Tokmar means in the beginning. Something like that. Nye. No, Nenjung again.
Renunciation.
Yenchung.
Yeah, renunciation.
Renunciation.
Good, perfect. All of you got it. Tel.
Sick.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I don't see beginning. I don't see Tokmar in Geshe's translation. No, that's what I mean.
The first.
Is there no way to end?
Thought we already
Hmm.
did that. Maybe.
Yeah, I think that's there no way to stop. Yeah.
It doesn't, but Tokma doesn't mean stop. It means beginning. Mm.
Is
Mm.
But it says seek renunciation first.
Oh, it's first. You're right. It's first. Yeah, first. Thank you. Yeah, it's first. Very good. Very good. Yeah, Tokma means beginning, but it also means first or initially. Very good. Thank you, Miriam. I missed it. Okay, great. Someone read this English.
Can I read it, please?
Miriam, you read it.
Me again?
Sure.
Thank you. There's no way to end without pure renunciation, this striving for pleasant results in the ocean of life. It's because of their hankering life as well that beings are fettered, so seek renunciation first.
Correct. That's it.
Wow, exactly on time.
Wow.
Perfect.
Amazing.
Yeah. Okay. I learned that at massage school. Timing. Okay. Any questions? No? Okay, that's it. I think we got to the third verse. That's fine. We'll take our time. All right. I learned a while ago, the point of these teachings is not to end. Okay. You're stuck with me now. We're just hanging out. So just have fun. You'll learn a lot. Okay. I'll learn a lot too. Okay. So I really appreciate all of you coming. I really appreciate the translators, the volunteers, ACI and everything it does, has done, will do. I partook. I get 10% right now of Francisco's work. Okay. So, and the team has been very helpful. It's been so smooth. I've been very happy. I'm just like everything. So I'm very happy. Thank you, Francisco, and everyone else. Okay. So we will have class 2 tomorrow. I have no idea how long this will take, okay? So I hope you're having fun and just come and go as you can. Turn off your video and lay down. I don't care. Just learn as much as you can and pass it on. All right? All right. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate sharing again, good.
You're welcome too. All right, bye everyone. See to all my other students, see you in the morning for colloquial.
Yeah.
All right.
Sang Yi Yong.
The torture will continue unabated. Bye.
Hi.
Bye. Thank you.
Dạ
Come
bố đi.
on. Come
Team
on.
Chắc Năng go.
Cảm ơn thầy.
Come on, not guy.